Hello everyone, it's your girl Kalitha, and yes, I'm back again with another one. We've talked about so much on this Informer series. This is going to be my final video. We've discussed everything from the difference between a confidential informant and a confidential witness. We've talked about payments that the government pays out to confidential informants. We've talked about informers' privilege. We've talked about so many things. But today I want to talk to you guys about something that a lot of you may not know. There is a such motion that could be filed that has the potential to reveal who a confidential informant is. Let's get to it. So yes, there is a motion to compel disclosure of a confidential informant's identity. Although this motion is not a guaranteed outcome, because as you know, we talked about informer's privilege. And informer's privilege guarantees the protection of the identity of an informant. But courts can and have overridden this privilege if the disclosure is proven helpful and relevant to the defense. As we know and have talked about, the government has a privilege to protect the identity of a confidential informant, as this also encourages citizens to provide information to law enforcement about criminal activity. In no way is this privilege final. Courts can order the disclosure of an informant's identity if the defendant can prove that the identity of the informant is crucial to their defense or is necessary for a fair trial. There is a such thing as balancing interests within the courts. This is where the courts weigh in the public's interest on protecting the individual's right to prepare a defense when deciding whether to disclose an informant's identity. So at this point, a defendant can file a motion to compel the disclosure of a confidential informant. If the informant was an active participant in the crime, if the defendant has a valid defense that relies on that informant's testimony, which is essential to that defendant's case, then the courts may move to release the identity of that confidential informant. However, before any of this takes place, the courts will take part in something that is called an in-camera review, which means that before the courts decide whether or not they're going to reveal who their informant is, they're going to sit down and review all the materials related to this confidential informant. I hope that these videos have been very educational as well as informational for you guys. And I would like to leave you with this. Stop messing with crime, because crime does not pay. There are so many people out there working for the United States government. The numbers are not absolute in no type of a way. You never know when it's someone close to you, and you never know if someone close to you is talking to somebody else who could be gathering information or intelligence for the United States government. So if you're messing with crime, please stop. The best thing to do is be a law-abiding citizen and follow the rules. That way you don't have to worry about somebody snitching on you.